afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Hindustan Times, a very warm welcome to all of you to the UDAAN roadshow.
Please welcome Mr. Radesh with a big round of applause, everyone.
UDAAN is a passionate subject for all of us in Dell, and we're thankful to HT Media and Intel for partnering us on this initiative of taking this story amidst you, multiple locations across the country, and we're wanting to be amongst you, share with you our joy or whatever experiences we've had across the country in the last 25 years of our existence in this country. And whatever success stories we have had or whatever experiences we've had, we wanted to share with you and help you accelerate your learning, accelerate your experiences, and so that you don't have to take the same amount of time or take the same learning curve in your pursuit of excellence and success. Actually, if you look at AI in the last 2 to 3 years post-COVID, it has been a buzzword across. I can't recall a day where in my own home, we've not used AI for, from a generative AI perspective. 2 years back, it was ChatGPT initiated, us into that world where we could ask anything and get some results out of it. But today, what has happened is it has got matured and it is more and more getting into a predictive AI kind of a scenario, and it is helping us, set the tone for establishing a foundation for all the organizations here on. And most of the organizations, I'm not even referring to MSMEs alone, but if you look at the country at large or globe at large, nobody can escape the power of AI, and nobody can say that we are not looking at AI from a perspective of investment, or how do we look at it helping us improve our productivity, improve our efficiency, or helping them gallop to the next levels. A couple of months back, I saw a report from the MSME India saying that we are around 6.5 crores. 6.5 crore establishments across the country contributing 30% to the GDP, 45% to the exports. Huge amount of money. Huge. And if you look at it from an employment generation activity perspective, 50% of employment is in this sector. The Prime Minister of this country talks about, the importance of MSMEs and the kind of initiatives that he has launched through the, Ministry of Finance in enabling the MSMEs across. He understands that unless we are able to get this sector moving, the more number of people employed, the skilled workforce coming to the fore, the economy is not going to gallop to the levels that he was talking about, adding a couple of trillions in the next few years. Our objective, if you were to look at it from, is to empower the SMBs with, smart and reliable VC solutions that we have. In the past, you had this digital divide where you had people migrating from smaller towns to major towns. In the last 5 to 8 years, especially during the COVID, what we learned was that you can be anywhere and do business from anywhere, and you can prosper. As long as you have a bright idea and you have a market that you are addressing, you can be placed anywhere. And people can work for organizations also based out of anywhere. Now that's possible because technology is enabled, our networks have improved, our bandwidths have improved, our systems have evolved. The collaborative tools have come into play, be it Teams or be it Zoom. You have ability to interact, engage, and work with people using different, medium. These were not there in the past, but today the demands of the business are, making us ensure that we are also bringing that into our product like notebooks and, wherein you are able to utilize them in a much better manner. AI, for instance, AI had been something which you used to go and log into some website and do some activities and be able to get some responses out of it. But today, when we are partnering with organizations, we are able to embed it into our hardware itself for you to be able to realize the benefit or the benefit of the technology. We are unleashing the technology for you to be able to harness it for your organization's benefit. Now, similarly, 3.5 years back, back in not in India but in US, we had Dell Technology World happening, and that's where prior to that, around 8 or 9 months back, we had entered into an agreement, or rather co-engineered a product along with NVIDIA, especially on the AI server side, and we came up with the solution, which is an XC9680. The product name is that way, but the beauty of that was not too many people understood the value or understood the power of that server. But globally, ChatGPT was just coming into play, and OpenAI actually happened to explode during that period, and that is when NVIDIA declared, I think it is slightly prior to OpenAI, NVIDIA declared that most of the data centers would no longer be working only in the CPU space, but a lot of it will be happening in the GPU space. Now, the minute they declared that, their stock price, increased crazily, exponentially that evening. Then they said they envisage a huge amount of GPU related stuff coming into all the data centers, and that's when the adoption of it and people started looking at NVIDIA differently. It so happened that at that point, until those 9 months when we had jointly co-engineered the product, we did not have much of a sales funnel that we call it, customer base who were interested in tapping into buying that. That was May 2023. From May 2023 to December 2025, we were able to expand our business from $200 million to $2 billion. This AI is not something which is displacing the existing servers. It is sitting on top of the existing servers and the existing infrastructure. And it is helping us, in improving our efficiency, improving our solutioning, improving our productivity. And it's a widespread usage of it is now emerging across the board, be it educational institutions. Yesterday I was at in Bangalore, a customer called Reva. They are coming up with a lab for themselves. They want to teach their students so that they are better employable. I was at in a medical college, Ramaya. They were wanting to look at how AI can help them better their doctors, provide them better education, better facilities. How can they help them in their robotic skills? How it can improve the patients and their customer experience at large. So widespread usage is happening everywhere. BIL, for instance, where I took the flight from, they were also wanting to. They are speaking to us on how they can look at implementing AI at the airport, from a cargo management, logistics management, how it can help the overall customer experience. See, from a Dell perspective, we have brought about performance-oriented PCs which are tailor-made for you. In terms of you name it, every kind of innovation has been brought in these times. We've come up with the latest one, which is Dell 14 Pro Essential, which marks the beginning of our transformative journey in the tech adoption amongst especially the SMB segment. It has come to you at a very, very attractive price. And so that what we want to do is we don't want price to become a barrier in your adoption of IT that will help you transcend the digital divide if that exists. So what is new about the PCs? Now, till now we were talking about servers which are at the forefront of technology innovation and technology deployment and technology acceptance. So you had a CPU and you had a GPU. If you were to go back in time, maybe 20 years back, you had universities running high performance clusters. These were for certain projects which could be in terms of FEM, or it could be for predictive analysis. It could be for weather monitoring, or it could be for many. You would have seen that happening in your college time, or when you were working with some research organizations. Now these are predominantly the domain which are happening in the maximum in the workstation side or in the servers. Today, it's got extended into the PC, and by doing that, we've also brought in something called NPU, neural power, processing unit. So by this, what we were doing earlier has getting enhanced, much better throughput you are getting, much better augmentation of what you're looking at it from an AI perspective. You're getting it from the machine itself. You don't have to rely on a server to get that benefit. If you're working on very small jobs or small works, you are able to get maximum throughput coming in from it. Now, to the extent that we have partnered with NVIDIA to come up with a certain a product which is very affordable, not very expensive compared to a server of high-end class of especially an AI kind of a server. But if there are people who want to get the benefit of that at a lower scale and have lower latency, we have brought in a product which is equal, in a workstation class kind of a product. GB10 it is called. You can use the same facilities. You have huge amount of facility to work on, especially on projects, without having to work on a server. Your latency limit gets reduced by huge. The reason for us to shift to this is the need of the hour, because today the way economy or the world is evolving, more and more people are needed with skills on AI. And if they don't have those skills, they will not be employable in future. This is what we are seeing. All the economies, in fact, India, if you look at it as an example, 20 years back or 30 years back when I started my career, close to around late 90s, we were the outsourcing back office people. We were the data entry operators. We were converting towards the end of 1999, 2000, which was the Y2K problem we had helped address. And from there, we started our journey in terms of, transcription, whether it was medical transcription, legal transcription, voice to data conversion. And then we moved into the next levels of value-added business, which came into being. Today, we have reached a stage where all those have gone out, and we are at a higher stage, which is at AI level, wherein we are at the forefront of the revolution. When we talk about what is the story of Dell Technologies advantage, we were talking about the AI PC part. We're talking about the most manageable and end-to-end sustainable products which we have. When you look at what we have produced from, if you look at the entire Dell Technologies story, from the place where you start having access to IT, we wanted to start from there, which is the modern workplace, and then go into where the data travels, how it travels it through the data centers into the, be it in the in your personal space, in the on-prem or in the cloud, in whichever form. It could be a public, private, or a hybrid cloud. We provided all the servers, storage. You talk about external storage. You talk about storage software. We talk about purpose-built, appliances which help you in that. We are having the leadership in each of these product lines across the globe. While doing that, we've also brought in the broadest of AI solutions to help you access or harness the power of AI through our systems, and to absolutely because of that only what Forbes has rated us as one of the best management consulting firms. We've worked closely, and we wouldn't have evolved so big. We wouldn't have become big. This is our 41st year, and who better than us to understand and the pain and the issues that SMBs go through than us. We started off in a garage. Our MD started off his business in a garage at 41 years back. From there, we've evolved to become a $100 billion company today. Across 161 countries, we've successfully deployed IT and with various organizations, and we collaborate with a lot of organizations also, and we play a pivotal role in ensuring the IT is enhancing its benefits to a larger population at a much faster pace than what it used to. And we are working with most of the governments across the globe. You would have seen even in the OpenAI collaboration that we have with Oracle and OpenAI, we are coming with, along with the government of United States, we've come up with solutions there and working very closely. So Dell is at the forefront, let me assure you, and we would encourage you to work closely with us so that you also benefit from the ride that we are enjoying today. Thank you and thanks a lot.
Let's welcome Mr. Gaurav Madan with a huge round of applause.
I am a co-founder and chief technology officer at niwi AI Private Limited, wherein we build SaaS platform for dietitians, and gradually we have started building APIs for hospitals, wherein they can leverage AI right in their existing solutions. Today I am going to talk about how AI can be leveraged by small businesses. They say perfection is always a pseudo thing, right? You can always strive towards excellence, and you have to keep doing that continuous learning and continuous improvement. Anybody using any tools, AI tools so far? Anybody using ChatGPT? Can I see some hands? Great. Actually, when Mr. Rajesh was talking about, I thought of building a small application which can recommend me the Dell laptops, right? So I built this application while sitting here when the session was going on. So it is Dell Decision Dynamo. I'll launch this as well. So what this does is this will help you find out the right laptop for yourself. So you can see here it is asking me certain questions. What are you looking for today? Whether I'm looking for laptops or servers. And then it says, okay, what is your primary use case? General office work, email, web browsing, content creation, marketing, or software development, data analysis, or video editing. Since I am a professional and a software developer, I would be looking for some laptops which are good in software development. How would you describe your performance needs? Whether I need a reliable performance, or I need a balance of power and portability, or I need absolute performance. Well, I am good with reliable performance for everyday tasks. So let us try generating the recommendation, what it does. So it is trying to analyze my needs, and it will give me the recommendation, which means there is an entire presentation that was going on, and all I can do is I can answer a handful of questions and it can fetch the right options for myself. So let us see that. Okay, so it clearly says Dell Pro is the right laptop for me, and it clearly says that it is well suited for software development, data analysis, and video analytics, video editing. So that's how you can actually leverage AI to build recommendation systems. Just talking about why do we need AI, the very, very, very important reason that I give myself is AI is no longer expensive. It has become very cheap. It has become highly affordable. There are tools out there which can help you doing the automation and bringing in the productivity to 100x. So AI tools can help you right there. And the digital revolution is already happening. It is not in the near future. It is already there. Some of the bottlenecks I realize is like mostly the companies are stuck in the processes, whether it is if they are having inventory issues, stock management issues, business analytics issues, and getting insights on which product was performing better, how was my sales going on, getting data. So AI can help you doing all of those stuff. And then if I talk about what kind of automation you can do operational automation. So you can do a customer interaction tools, you can send payment reminders, you can build marketing and insights, like one of the persons asked us here, right? So you can use Copilot. I'll showcase one small demo of that as well. And why AI tools? What kind of tools we should be using? I see a couple of users who actually were concerned about what kind of tools we have been doing in India. There is already a tool called Bharat GPT. There is already a tool called Krutrim. If you want to work with local languages, you can leverage them. But otherwise, yes, ChatGPT is there. Google Vertex AI is there. Xavier AI is there. You can do the integrations with your softwares. We are already leveraging leveraging Zapier, which can actually help us, getting the leads from various platforms right into our custom CRM. Small examples, if I talk about the real examples, what industries they are already using, any shop, right from the small kirana store to a service industry like dietitians, nutritionists, or a fashion store. We have already built a solution for a fashion store which helps them, doing the shopping. Like customers can do the shopping right there, and let's say if someone goes to the website and actually is not purchasing a product, he drops on the checkout. After some time, he will automatically get a message on the WhatsApp, you actually thought of checking out. Do you want to make a payment? And it will actually start sending a payment link. This is the payment link. You can pay it right here. We'll send you the product as soon as possible. Even if he does not respond, it will start sending an automatic 10% discount. You can pay now. And those kinds of interactions, those kinds of pulling in the customer again and again, actually help them increasing the sales revenue. So if I talk about three major things that can be helped, like one is getting more leads, which you can definitely put in the AI-driven processes. You can increase sales, like I just described, how you can give the discounts, and there is no manual intervention required. And you can improve the customer satisfaction by building the chat bots, by building the service desks, and by building the whole solutions that I built and I gave you one demo. If I give a 4-step roadmap, you may want to click a picture of it. I say identify manual tasks, pinpoint what are the repetitive tasks which you can automate. Then choose an AI tool, of course, ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot. There are many tools out there, but you can have, ask this to the tools as well, or you can ask them on the LinkedIn or post a tweet. If there people are there who can guide you towards the right tool. Then measure the impact. In 1 month, I would always say in 1 month, evaluate the effectiveness. In the first month, if you are, let's say, getting only 5% improvement, I guarantee the next month you would see 20% improvement, because in the very first month you have spent some time doing some research, setting up the process, and 5% improvement is actually a significant improvement in the processes. And then you repeat and scale, gradually identify more and more tasks and start doing the automation, because the time has already come. You need to step up this ladder, and this is the time to call action. And you do not need to wait. The future is already here. Start adopting AI. One concern that people already do is, security. Like Indian government should put in more and more security. I want to say Indian government has already started taking steps. Having said that, I would say whenever you want to build custom solutions, whenever you want to have custom portals, always remember this one term is called defense in depth. And if I give you the analogy, you think of it like, you have the gate outside of your house. You can keep the money right there because the gate is still locked. But you do not keep it there. Then you have the main door, then you have the room door, then you have the almirah door, then you have the safe, and then you have the lock. And even sometimes you don't keep your money or gold there. You go to the bank wherein one key is with your banker and another key is with you. Always follow this concept called defense in depth. So you simply add more and more layers of security, right? And that's one of the initiatives that Dell has taken into this is they are giving you right there the TPM 2.0 is there. It is embedded security in the new laptop series, right? TPM 2.0 is there, which means the cryptographic keys. Like even when you are doing a safe password within your machine, that data, that password is encrypted. It is already encrypted and it is very secure in your new laptops. So that is a great initiative by Dell. New laptops wherein the security is also being concerned, is being taken care at the hardware, at the software level, and at the OS level. This is it from my side. Thank you very much.